Kim Kardashian attacked over failed bar exam by executor. Chaos isn't new for the Kardashian universe, but this latest clash? It's the kind of headline that stops people mid-scroll. A simple family memento, a Bible once inscribed by Robert Kardashian and gifted to O.J. Simpson, has exploded into a full-blown public feud. Kim Kardashian, who only wanted a sentimental piece of her late father's legacy, suddenly found herself under fire from the executor of Simpson's estate, LaVergne. And instead of brushing off her disappointment, LaVergne came back swinging with an unexpected jab at her bar exam journey. What began as a quiet, emotional attempt to preserve a piece of family history has spiraled into an exchange that feels far more personal than anyone expected. The drama bubbled to the surface on the latest episode of The Kardashians on Hulu, where Kim opened up about trying and failing to buy the Bible. The book carried deep meaning, not just because of her father's connection to Simpson's infamous 1994 murder case, but because Robert Kardashian himself had handwritten an inscription. Kim revealed that she initially offered $15,000 and was ready to raise it to $30,000, hoping to gift the Bible to her sister Khloe. What she didn't expect was how the situation would unravel, or that her disappointment, a quiet comment about having too much faith in humanity, would ignite LaVergne's fury in such a public, biting way. If you're fascinated by stories where Hollywood glamour collides with real-world legal drama, make sure you hit subscribe and tap the notifications bell so you never miss a deep dive like this. LaVergne's clapback wasn't subtle. Instead of simply clarifying estate procedures or correcting what he felt Kim misrepresented, he opted for a personal attack, calling out her struggles with the California bar exam. He highlighted that he'd passed the bar in New York, Texas, and Nevada on the first try, making sure no one missed the contrast. The message was blunt: while Kim may be wealthier, he was positioning himself as the more capable legal mind. The Bible, he insisted, wasn't withheld from her. It was sold strictly through the legally required estate auction. But beneath the legal talk, it was clear the exchange had crossed into emotional territory, and he wasn't holding back. What triggered LaVergne's sharp reaction? According to him, Kim's comments on the show implied he had intentionally obstructed her attempts to purchase the Bible. The executor felt painted as the villain in a narrative that millions of viewers would watch, and he responded not with restraint, but with a shot aimed straight at Kim's biggest vulnerability, her public bar exam journey. The jab landed loudly, especially since Kim had just admitted to fans that she failed her recent attempt after feeling confident she'd passed. It was a raw moment, and LaVergne chose to twist the knife. Kim's bar exam journey has been one of the most emotionally charged arcs of her public life. She chose California's apprenticeship route, an unconventional, demanding path that skips law school entirely. Along the way, she's juggled children, businesses, prison reform advocacy, and a reality show filming schedule. She failed the baby bar multiple times before passing, and she has openly discussed the mental, emotional, and academic toll that comes with that. California's bar exam is considered one of the toughest in the country. But LaVergne's criticism wasn't about the difficulty, it was about undermining her. By comparing his first try success to her repeated attempts, he turned what could have been a simple legal clarification into a personal critique of her intelligence and credibility. Meanwhile, the Bible at the center of all this chaos sold for far more than Kim ever intended to offer. At auction, the book fetched a staggering $80,000, nearly triple her highest bid. LaVergne stood firm on this point. Estate law left him no choice but to sell the item publicly. There was no special treatment to be given, even to a Kardashian. Whether that explanation satisfied fans or not, the fact remains that the Bible is now in someone else's hands, and Kim's heartfelt attempt to reclaim a piece of her father's past is officially over. That loss hit a sensitive emotional nerve. Robert Kardashian wasn't just famous, he played a pivotal role in one of the most watched trials in American history. His involvement in Simpson's defense team catapulted the Kardashian name into the national spotlight long before reality TV existed. For Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, and Rob, artifacts from that time are treasured family relics. Their father passed away in 2003 from esophageal cancer, and every remaining piece of him holds weight. The inscribed Bible wasn't merely memorabilia, it was a tangible reminder of their father's compassion, loyalty, and historic role in a cultural moment that shaped the modern media landscape. As the public absorbed the back-and-forth tension, Kim's team opted for silence. No counterattack. No statement. No defense. Whether that decision came from strategy or exhaustion, the lack of a response sent its own message: not everything needs fuel added to the fire. The feud, however, stirred old sensitivities surrounding the O.J. Simpson trial, a case still deeply intertwined with volatile emotions, unresolved debates, and media fascination decades later. The Bible's sky-high auction price proves that interest in Simpson's legacy remains as intense as ever, even after his passing. This entire situation reveals something larger about the pressures surrounding high-profile estates. Executors like LaVergne often handle items charged with emotional and historical meaning, all while balancing strict legal obligations. Mix in a world-famous family, a televised narrative, and relics from one of America's biggest courtroom dramas, and the pressure intensifies tenfold. No matter how straightforward the legal rules are, the personal stakes rarely stay quiet. The feud also serves as a reminder of how reality TV can turn private frustrations into global conversations overnight. A moment Kim intended as a personal reflection turned into a headline war not because she expected drama, but because cameras were rolling and reactions felt real. In a world where every emotional beat can become a public spectacle, the boundary between personal sentiment and public controversy continues to blur. Yet, beneath the drama, one thing is clear: Kim's pursuit of the Bible wasn't about fame, money, or status. It was about family. It was about a daughter trying to reclaim something her father touched, wrote in, and gifted with intent. And regardless of the tension, insults, or unexpected attacks, that human motivation is what audiences connect to. As for LaVergne's comments, they've opened up another chapter in the long-running debate about who Kim Kardashian is outside the world of celebrity: a businesswoman, a law apprentice, a reality star, an advocate, or all of the above? His remarks weren't just a criticism, they were an attempt to question her credibility. But if Kim's previous persistence tells us anything, it's that criticism hasn't stopped her before, and it's unlikely to stop her now. The dispute may fade, but the emotional imprint of this story will linger. It's a perfect storm of legacy, law, family, and fame, the exact ingredients that keep audiences watching, talking, and debating. If you're enjoying breakdowns like this filled with insight, drama, and storytelling, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. The Kardashian world is familiar with controversy, but this feud strikes at something deeper than gossip. It reveals the tangled intersection between personal memory and public perception. And as long as those worlds continue to collide, stories like this will keep unfolding in ways no one sees coming. Thanks for watching till the end.